Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zara and you guys are watching Finance Square. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you the fundamental as to what keeps this crypto ecosystem going. Now, I know I've been talking about a lot of DeFi project and smart contract and many different projects now. The fundamental to make sure that this ecosystem keep functioning and growing, it's this ecosystem called Oracle. Now for this specific video, I'm going to be talking and comparing Chainlink, Band Protocol, and DEFI. Now for this specific video, for you to understand what those projects do, I need to explain briefly what is smart contract and also what is Oracle and what are the different types. As always, I'm gonna be providing you guys and ranking those three projects for you guys. So basically I'm gonna be giving you guys an in-depth analysis and research in regard why those coins are priced the way they are and which one is more likely to succeed and which one has less chance to succeed. So let's start straight away by explaining what is smart contract. So this is maybe the best definition I found. Smart contract are a self-operating computer program that automatically executes when specific conditions are met. Very simple. So basically, if you guys are using Ethereum or if you're using MetaMask or if you are on Uniswap or any of those DeFi platforms, they need to use a smart contract in order to transact, in order to work. So oracles retrieve and verify external data for blockchain and smart contract through methods such as web APIs or market data feed. The type of data required by smart contract can include information on price feed, weather information, or even random number generation for gambling or other purposes. So the best way to actually look at it is that if you are now to go and book a flight on Skyscanner, they use a certain oracle in order to retrieve the data from different airlines. Without this specific technology, Skyscanner will not be able to present you the information. For example, you won't be able to see the flight number, the day, the price, and the brand, for example, who's operating this. So this is for you guys to get an idea. Now, again, this is not an educational course about Oracle, but I just want to give you like an idea what are the different types. So you have the hardware Oracle, you have software Oracle, you have the consensus Oracle, which is relevant for the DeFi and cryptocurrency. Then you have inbound Oracle and outbound Oracle. So hardware Oracle are sensor integrated with tangible physical object. So basically, in order for you to get like information regarding what is the temperature of the van that you're delivering food, for example, that can be also a possibility. Software Oracle, the most common form that pull data from third party. So for example, will be like flight and status and weather data. Consensus Oracle, which is the exact Oracle that we are talking when we're referring to projects like Chainlink, Band Protocol, and DEFI, for example. So Consensus Oracle represent a step toward decentralized Oracle and rely on aggregating data from several Oracle with proprietary methods for determining their authenticity and accuracy. So the whole concept is that you are trying to retrieve from different places the same information, and if the majority, if everyone have the same agreement, this is the right information, that's how it's based. So it's not enough just going to Google. They're going to be using multiple search engines to get the right data. If all the data are in line based on the majority, that's how they're actually going to be making a decision. And also you have something called inbound Oracle, which reflect if this happened, then do that. Okay, this is maybe for wheel purposes. That can be a perfect example. Outbound Oracle allows the smart contract to send data to sources outside of the blockchain network they exist on and that are software Oracle. That can also be quite interesting. So let's say an exchange, I think let's look at Uniswap, need to send data to, let's say, CoinMarketCap. So this will be probably an outbound Oracle to send data regarding the exchange or regarding the trading history to outside. So this is the lesson about the Oracle. So now I'm going to go dive in straight away and review Chainlink, and afterward I'm going to be reviewing Band Protocol and then DEFI. So we're now going to be reviewing Chainlink website. So this is the website. So they have this slogan called "Connect your smart contract to the outside world." So this is outbound Oracle, which we just cover as well. They can also provide this. So this would probably be quite interesting for financial institution, venture capital, and other traditional companies need to get some data from a smart contract sphere. Right. The good thing I like about the website is you can really see a lot of companies, and in this case you have EVE, you have Synthetic, Celsius, so a lot of crypto related industries that are actually partnering or using this solution. So basically they have price feed, they have randomness, which to be honest I have no idea what it means, and then they have any API. So basically any API you can actually integrate, trying to show you how simple this is. And I really like the website's quite responsive, very inviting. Again, I'm not going over the technology because I have zero technology background. I'm just going over the website, the way it's presented, the way to try to get more and more business. So they have highly secure and flexible infrastructure, reliable tamper-proof network, seamless connection to any API. Again, it's a very important thing to be able to connect to any API, because if you come from an API A and then you only offer C, that's going to be a problem. So the fact they can actually work with any API, it's a very good thing. Proven time-tested solution, transparent Oracle computation. So this is obviously quite interesting. And obviously they explain why. So apparently Chainlink is the industry standard Oracle network. Chainlink greatly expand and the capacity of smart contract by enabling access to real-world data, event, payment, and more, without sacrificing the security and the reliability guarantee inherent to blockchain and technology. So this is literally it's happening here. We have the industry leading team that are actually using it and what they're saying about it. And you obviously have Google here, for example. This is quite interesting what's happening here. You really have a lot of big brand behind it. So again, this is really the most used Oracle solution by a leading DeFi project. And again, with the rise of DeFi, we're also seeing the rise of Oracle solution like Chainlink. Okay, so you can see they have a lot of social media activity. I think I'm not going to go there, but you can also go for yourself and learn more about it. But again, they have a lot of information, community grant program, integration grant. So basically they're trying to get more people to work on their solution, to integrate with more program and software that maybe they haven't yet done. Bug bounty program, research program. Again, I have worked in the past for enterprise, for a financial company, and this is really the thing that I like to see. So this is really showing me they're quite very serious. So this is just from their website, and I'm gonna go here an overview. So they have overview, and then they have obviously focusing on DeFi, decentralized Oracle network, powering price feed. So again, most of the business that are coming to them, it's related to DeFi project. So again, if there's gonna be a very big crash in DeFi, and let's say DeFi become absolute and no one's gonna use it, for example, that will make a very big impact on Chainlink. So remember, if no one's going to be using DeFi anymore and Chainlink is not able to find another solution, that will probably affect heavily their price. Okay, so this is my overview regarding Chainlink. Again, they have been working with all the big players in the industry. And I'm also going to look at their ICO. So they raised $32 million in 2017, and since then, again, the return on the ICO was 290 times, meaning if you put $1,000, you're looking at $290,000. If you put 110 Ether, you're looking at 440. If you put 10 Ether, you're looking at 440 Ether. If you put 1 Bitcoin, you're looking at 22 Bitcoin. These sort of returns are amazing. Again, the secret is to always try to deposit in fiat currency to increase your value compared to putting it in in cryptocurrency. Another thing that I need to look at in any project before even giving my opinion is to look at the market cap, to look at the volume. So the volume, the last 24 hours Chainlink volume was $3 billion, and the current market cap is $13.2 billion. Now we also need to understand how much liquidity, how many places are offering Chainlink or Link token. So based on CoinMarketCap, there's over 442 places offering for Chainlink. This is obviously explain why we have such a very big liquidity or volume in the past 24 hours. So just always think about, the more people are offering your product, or in this case your token, the more likely you're gonna increase your volume and trading and liquidity. This is obviously, it's a very liquid cryptocurrency. Now toward the end, I'm going to tell you what is the price forecast for this token based on the current price momentum. Again, I'm always trying to be modest. Alright, so now we're going to go straight away and look at Band Protocol. So Band Protocol, it's exactly what Chainlink is trying to do. So there are secure, scalable, blockchain agnostic, centralized oracle. Band Protocol is a cross-chain data oracle platform that aggregate and connect real-world data and API to smart contract. So this is basically what they're trying to do. So you have that, and then you have them, and then you have real-world use case, for example. So they have all these different products. They have BandChain Node, they have BandChain Explorer, IBC Bridge, Oracle Script, and TechSpec. And again, it literally tried to explain to why do blockchain need data oracle. Blockchain are great at immutable storage and deterministic, verifiable computation. However, they cannot access trusted real-world information available outside their network. Band Protocol enhances smart contract functionalities by granting them access to reliable data without any central point of failure. Right, so this is basically here from what I can see. They give this example. So they're working with Binance, CryptoCompare, CoinGecko. So this is basically, I guess, they are collecting the prices and they are providing to Binance, or maybe they are extracting the data from Binance, CryptoCompare, and CoinGecko, and then they're sending it to those different DeFi projects. So this is basically what they're trying to do. Apparently that is a cross multiple blockchains. So you have here Polkadot, you have Ethereum, and then you have Cosmos. Again, if you're a big fan of Polkadot or Ethereum or Cosmos, I can see why you might feel comfortable, you might be more motivated to invest in Band Protocol. Alright, so this is basically who they've been working with. So you have here like CoinGecko, Binance, CoinMarketCap. Again, I do not see a lot of partnership here. And this is obviously something for you guys to think about. What else I can see from their website? Again, compared to Chainlink, this is really not the best website. I really love Chainlink website. Whoever designed the website, the UI, and the marketing person, they did an amazing job. And this is also quite good, but it's not as good as Chainlink. Okay, it's not as inviting. It doesn't really give me a lot of information. Again, I understand what they're trying to do, but Chainlink really are catering to institutional, to retail customer, to developer, and people that actually want to join and help raise awareness. So this is something that I really like. This is why it has such a very big market cap. So let's now look at Band Protocol ICO. So Band Protocol ICO took place on September 2019. They raised almost $11 million, and since then, we've invested in dollars made 37 times return. We've invested in Ether, it's almost 4 times. We've invested in Bitcoin, almost 7 times. Again, this is probably not the strongest return I've seen, but still decent. Anything above 10x in dollar value, in my perspective, it's a good investment. Now let's look at the liquidity. So Band Protocol has a $359 million market cap, and the volume is almost the same as the market cap. Okay, just for you guys, almost the same. Now, it's not yet valued at $1 billion, and again, if you watch my yesterday video, my view on anything right now is that because of the rally that we have right now in the market, anything to do with DeFi has the potential to reach $1 billion market cap. Okay, now this is the current volume. So now let's look at how many places are offering Band Protocol. So Band Protocol is being offered by 100 different exchanges or platform. And if you remember, when we look at the Chainlink, there was 400. So basically, there's 4 times less compared to Chainlink. Obviously, this explains why we have this this volume. Again, the volume is actually quite high because the market cap is $300 million. And then we have the liquidity, the last 24 hours volume is $300 million. So it's actually quite surprising. So yeah, just obviously think about that. Alright, so now we're going to move to the third project called DIA. DIA Data or DIA. So DIA is also trying to enter this market, so they do verified and transparent Oracle for the DeFi economy. So DIA stands for Decentralized Information Asset, is an open source Oracle platform that enables market actors to source, supply, and share trustable data. Again, DIA is probably one of the latest player when it comes to decentralized Oracle or to Oracle solution. And again, compared to obviously Chainlink or compared to Band Protocol, you can see that they're still maybe in the early stage. They haven't yet were able to land a big partnership. So this is basically a little bit of illustration of what they're doing. So they're trying to show you that you have your Bitcoin, Ethereum Classic, I think it's Compound if I'm not mistaken, you have stablecoin, $1, and then you have Euro. And basically it's trying to show you that they are in the middle, they are extracting data and providing data or vice versa to lending and margin trading, derivative, prediction market, insurance, and benchmark. So again, from my perspective, this website is maybe the worst from all the three. It's very generic, it doesn't really give you too much information. I think this is something that I'll probably see at whenever they raise money and not at this stage. So again, we're gonna see when they raise money, how much they raise money. So again, this is not the most compelling and inviting website, but again, they might be still in their early stage. And I guess this is the founder, and then you have few mentions from different websites. Okay, this is their website. So let's click here and see what they wrote about what is DIA. DIA is an ecosystem for open financial data in a financial smart contract ecosystem. The target of DIA is to bring together data analysis, data provider, and data user. In general, DIA provides a reliable and verifiable bridge between off-chain data from various sources and on-chain smart contract that can be used to build a variety of financial dApps. Alright, so I'm going to give you some of my feedback. From the feedback is that DIA is probably maybe a little bit too late in this market, and they probably need a very strong partner to really lift them up and obviously put them on the map. Right now, I feel they're not on the map at all. They don't have like a major player. If I were them, again, if one of the team members watching, I'll probably recommend them to look for maybe new DeFi project that just started, and then basically not even charge them money, just to provide them a solution, just to have that brand. If it's Pancake, for example, Pancake Swap, or any new DeFi project literally is about to raise money or is about to start, I'll probably target them. I'll target them, and just to have a little bit more use case, then probably to start charging other customer. This will be something that I would like for them to do. Obviously, they're not there yet. So this is the current market cap. This is probably one of the smallest market cap I've seen. We have here an 89 market cap, and then you have fully diluted market cap of $632 million. So this is the real market cap. and the volume is $43 million. Again, it's not so much. Now, I want to remind you guys, they actually raised money August. So again, so exactly as I expected, still in the early stage. They raised $30 million on August 2020, and since then they made a 6-time return. And if you invested in Ethereum, it's 1.4, and if it's Bitcoin, 1.4. Again, it's not the most amazing return on ICO, but again, we're looking at what, 6 months or so since they did it. Maybe they're going to be able to do it. I like the market cap. The market cap is just below that $100 million. Again, if you did watch my other video, my current status, my current perspective in anything can reach to $1 billion if you have the right product and if you're in the right industry. In this case, they're on the DeFi industry. But the only sad thing about it is that maybe they enter too late and they need to work twice as hard, if not more, to try to get those DeFi products to be willing to work with them, compared to working with maybe Band Protocol or compared to working with Chainlink. Now, I'm going to be reviewing, let's see here. So let's review how many places are offering these tokens. So there's only 46 places are offering this token, which is also not very high. Again, $43 million is not a very lot of liquidity. And again, they just started. In 1 year time, they might even do better. Now for my verdict. So I hope that you understood by the way I was explaining it that I have already made my decision. So for me, the best investment based on everything I've seen on the website, the market, and the direction the company is going in the industry is Chainlink is the best investment for you guys if you're a low risk investor or trader. Now, if you have a bit more medium risk, then you're probably going to be looking at Band Protocol. Okay, because Band Protocol has enough liquidity. They have already partnered with Binance, CoinGecko, and CoinMarketCap, which is amazing. And then you have DEA. They just raised money a few months ago and they're still in their early stage. They haven't yet locked in any partners, and they really can make a lot of money if they're able to really lock in some of those partners. And obviously for us to know if it really worked. Again, no one really used them. We haven't seen a major enterprise or a major project saying that they're using it. So again, for me, this is probably maybe the riskiest investment from all the videos I cover, because there's no real partners or a confirmation from another company that use them. So this is a bit risky, but again, they did raise $30 million and whoever participated in the ICO did make money. So this is my summary for you guys for covering a Chainlink, Band Protocol, and DEA. If this video was helpful, you know what to do. Until next time, bye.